Hello friends! What is up? Welcome back to the stream. Happy... What day is it? Friday! It's Friday. Also, I might be talking a bit funny because I have a little, like, pimple patch thing on my face. You probably can't see it, but it's there. And it's slightly annoying for me. But hi! How's everyone today? Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. Let me know. I might have to turn up my volume because I don't really want to move my mic super close to me. Let me know if that's good. Hello, Brian. Hello, Nat. Hello, C-Jack DC. What is up? Welcome. Stacy. Hello. Adam. Paria. I know that's your username. What is your actual name? I think you've told me your actual name before. Is it Brian? Or Kevin? One of those two? Oh, Nat was timed out. By Adam for 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. Stop timing Nat out. What is happening right now? Why are you deleting things? George! Oh my god. Message deleted by Nightbot. What is happening? How come Adam can make it 10 seconds? Stop making my chat ridiculous, people. Stop it. Mods, you're out of control. But yes, hello today, everyone. I am going to be playing a game called The Old King's Crown. This is published by Eerie Idle Games, who is sponsoring today's stream, so a huge thank you to them. I have played this once so far, multiplayer, and wow, there's a lot. And I'm very excited to jump into this solo right now. So, yeah. Mod timeout. Yep. Mods, you're timed out. See, I inspire bad behavior. Yep, you're off the squad, Adam. That wrench is being taken away. I didn't even get to see what Paria said. What is your name? What is your actual name? Also, hello, Jonas. I saw your comment there. Nightbot is being hella mean. What did Nightbot do? View deleted comment. Ah. Yeah, I need to control Nightbot. I will definitely do that. Jenna with the pimple patch and calling it out. Thanks for keeping it real. Yeah, not gonna lie. I got a pretty big sucker on the side of my mouth. So it's just there. All right, so I'm going to shuffle some of the AI cards and we are going to get into it. I will say the AI is actually a lot more simple than I thought it was going to be. Initially, when I got this prototype, the solo rulebook is almost as big as the actual rulebook. It's definitely a lot thinner, so there's not as many pages, but there is like a separate solo rulebook to the main rulebook. But yeah, it's very simple. So I'm excited to tell you guys all about it today. What was I gonna say? The story behind the Old King's Crown is that the king has gone missing, whether that be that he has wandered off and just doesn't want to do his job anymore, or if he's unfortunately been killed. But the old king is missing, and the 4 different factions that you can decide to play are the like heirs to the throne. So you're basically trying to gain the most influence in order to become the next king. And there are 4 different factions. I am currently playing the clans, which is the green player, There's also the purple, which is the gathering. Red is the uprising, and then blue is the nobility. So they all actually have very different play styles. It actually tells you, I think on the Kickstarter page, which Nightbot hopefully will be putting up the Kickstarter link for you guys every once in a while if you are interested in checking out the Old King's Crown. But also if you put ! sponsor into the chat, then the Kickstarter link will come up for you to go check it out. But yeah, it says on the Kickstarter page, it's really cool. It actually tells you, like, if you like this kind of play style, play the nobility. If you like this type of play style, play the clans, that sort of thing. So I actually just full on, I just chose the clans because of the color, but I actually really ended up enjoying the playstyle of the clans. So I am playing it again because I feel like this is the type of game that it really takes a lot of mastering. It is a pretty simple overall gameplay. There's a little bit of, not area majority, but a little bit of area majority-ish. There's a little bit of trick-taking as well, which it doesn't really seem like trick-taking with all the things that you can do to modify that said trick. But if you really look into the gameplay, you are basically playing different powered cards or different cards with numbers on them to these 3 different regions, and whatever card is the highest most of the time wins. You do have some like different modifiers that can help you. You have like bolsters, you have different abilities that allow you to add more strength to a certain region. You have obviously your herald, you have your, keep on forgetting what these are called. Champions? Are they champions? Companions. Are they companions? Companies. One of those C words. Your companies. So you do have your companies that you're also adding for additional strength. Your herald doesn't actually add any additional strength. It is just there because there is a little bit of, not really, I guess there's a tiny bit of betting when it comes to the Great Road, but there's a little bit of bluffing. That's the word that I was trying to get to, where you're kind of putting your herald out to a specific location, but that might not necessarily be where you're focusing that round. So you can kind of bluff and be like, oh, I'm putting my herald here on this specific location. So, you know, you guys are probably assuming that I'm going to try to put a lot of power into that battle or that clash. Battles in this game, or the tricks that you're playing, those are called clashes. So there's a little bit of bluffing in that aspect as well with the heralds. So I'm going to switch you guys to this here. So this is the setup for the Old King's Crown. You have each of the different factions. The faction that the AI is playing, which the AI in this is called I'm just going to call it the Sim, but it is basically that a faction or an area has been taken over by some sort of entity called the Sim something something. Please hold as I find what it is actually called. It is called the Simulacrum. Simulacrum? Simulacrum. But I'm going to call it the Sim, because that's a lot easier. So they've been taken over, and we are going to be going against this Sim. And then we are choosing our clan, which obviously, like I said, I chose the green one. So let me... Wrong button, wrong button. Also, these are very crooked. Please hold as I straighten up my boards, because I am very particular. All right. Yes, simulacrum. Simulacrum. Like Voldemort. Kind of. Oh my goodness. Eerie Idle Games, thank you so much for joining. Yes, the clans are also my favorite. Yes! Amazing. Yeah, I'm super excited to try the rest of them, but like, the clans were very fun, so I chose them. Hey everyone, I'm Andrew, one of the game's developers. Hello, Andrew. Just wanted to let you know I'm here in the chat for a little bit. Unfortunately, can't stay for the full stream, but very excited for this. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it, Andrew. Happy to have you here. What are you saying, Adam? The Silmari something. No, it's just the sim, okay? Just the sim. But yes, Nat is right. Simulacrum. Such beautiful artwork reminds me a little of Studio Ghibli. Yeah, I do agree. It is absolutely gorgeous. Some of the cards and stuff you guys can see are like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely stunning. There's just like so much detail in the different illustrations. Pablo is another one of, or is, I believe, the designer. Andrew, you said you're one of the developers, correct? But Pablo is designer, and he also illustrated all this, which is just insane to me. If only I was that talented. All right, so I do have all of my cards here. So these are all of my different cards. I am going to have a starting hand of 6, but I'm just kind of showing you guys the different cards. There's going to be some cards that have just icons on them. These will have some sort of special ability on them when you do play them into a trick. So there are 3 different icon ones. And then there are the ones with the numbers, which I believe they are called supporter cards, if I'm not mistaken. And each of the cards are going to have certain keywords on them, which I will get into once we get into some of those clashes. But most of the time you are looking at the number for the strength for your clash, but then you're also looking at the different keywords for different things that are going to happen during that clash. Yes, he's a very talented one. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, Adam. Gotcha. Okay, just a heads up, Adam and I will behave, but no one yell in chat because Nightbot will just auto time you out. Yes. So, no one do a bunch of caps or like message a bunch of times in chat. I'm gonna control Nightbot, I promise you. I'm gonna have to go into Nightbot and like figure out how to make him a little less crazy. Board Gaming Crew, hello. Welcome to the stream. You can really see just how much love and care and dedication went into this game from the art alone. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. All right, so I have my cards here. I am gonna pick out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for my starting hand. I then have my draw pile here. So that is going to be my starting hand. The AI does start with their, forget what this is called. There's a specific name for it, but it's the one with the crown. It's like your noble or your king or your queen or your, please hold as I remember what it is called. Your noble? It might be your noble. Could be your noble. Yeah, just as with the crown trait, so it doesn't necessarily say what it's called, but I believe it is called your noble. Your heir. That's what it is. Thank you, Andrew. I knew it was something special. Okay, so in the solo game, the AI always does go first. Once you do start getting these influence, which I will say now, the first player to get 20 influence, in a 3 or 4 player game, it's the first player to 15 influence, but in a 2-player game as well as a solo game, it is the first player to get to 20 influence. Whenever the AI has more influence than you, they are going to be the first player, which technically is good in a way because you actually get to see a little bit of what the AI is planning to do with the cards on their turn, because they will be placing down their cards face down. The nice thing about the AI is that they do have these cards on the back, or this icon on the back. So if you see it being a gold, there's also silver, bronze, as well as a war machine, I believe, as well as a fog card. So you can actually see the type of card and slightly what the strength might be for that card based off of the icon on the back. So if the AI is in the first position, you actually get to see those before you make your decisions. But if you end up going in front because you have more influence than the AI, then you actually have to play down your cards first. And therefore you only get to see pretty much what the card is on the top of their deck here. So they do start with their air in their hand, and then when it's their turn to draw cards, they are going to be drawing up to 4, and then they are going to be placing them based off of a few things on these 2 cards right here, which you have the maneuver deck as well as the resolution deck, and those 2 together are going to kind of determine the behavior of the AI. So this one's going to tell you where your herald's going to be placed or where their herald's going to be placed. It's going to tell you where, if you do get a fog card, where to place that. It's also going to tell you what kingdom card they're going to choose, which, let me zoom you guys out. It's also going to determine what kingdom card they will choose, as well as the resolution deck is going to tell you different things about the battle and stuff like that. So, who is ready? Jenna accidentally saying every synonym except the right word this stream. Yep, that's usually what happens. That is usually what happens. All right, so we are going to start off the round. Basically, what is going to happen is I'm going to draw up to my hand size, which I already have, which is 6. And then we're going to determine the order, which we have already determined up here. And then we're going to get into summer. So the AI is going to go first, and they are going to flip over their 2 cards here. So we're going to flip over their maneuver card. I don't know, start of summer. Yes, so this one actually doesn't get flipped quite yet. But we are going to be placing their herald, which is this one right here. This is going to be placed in the castle. So the AI is going to place their herald in the castle. And then I believe they are going to add all of their, what are these called again? Companies. They're going to add their companies. They are always going to add all of their companies. They do have a number of companies based off of the difficulty that you play. So as of right now, I am playing with just the standard mode. There is so many different ways to play this AI. I will say right now, it's actually crazy the amount of stuff. You can kind of choose a like pre-built type of AI. They actually have a bunch of different setups in the back of the solo rulebook. So you have these different setups here that actually tells you how to set it up. So you have your archetypes. So there are pre-built archetypes. So there's 4 there. And then additionally, you can use these cards right here, which I am going to zoom you guys in, not to there, to here. So these cards are different things that you can add into the game in order to either make it easier or more difficult. You can kind of add more heat, or you can kind of get rid of heat. If you ever see a card, one of these cards that have a blue dot in the corner, that means that if you add this to the game, it's going to get rid of heat. Whereas if you add the red dotted ones, these are going to add heat to the game. And there are so many different cards that you can add. I believe these are called modifier cards, and they are double-sided. So there's a bunch of different modifier cards that you can add to the game. Nightbot is not making any friends today. Yeah, Nightbot is being a little bit crazy. What did... Oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to quickly... I apologize for this, but I really don't want Nightbot to be annoying you guys the whole stream. So I'm going to take a quick second break, and I'm going to go and hopefully adjust what Nightbot is doing right now, because he's being a little bit too much for me. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. Oh my goodness gracious. So I have like disabled a bunch of things. It actually was like very easy, so I was gone for like 20 seconds. But I think we should be good now. I think we should be good, and there is no Nightbot craziness anymore. Apologies again for that, friends. All right, so what was I saying? I was talking about the different ways that you can change up the AI. Like I said, I am playing on the like basic archetype, so it actually is just like the most basic way to play the solo AI. But like I said, you can do like some different setups of archetypes. You can make your own archetype, different things like that, and you can kind of switch up, build the heat, take away the heat, stuff like that. But with the standard archetype on the standard mode, we do have that the AI has 3 different or 3 of their companies. So that's that. I have all 5 of mine, and they, every round, will be placing all of their companies out to a specific spot. It will tell you on this card where to put those companies, and then they always get them back. Unfortunately for us though, whenever we use companies, they do go to the reserve, and then we will have to get rid of some cards or retire some cards, which I will talk about after. You'll have to retire your cards in order to get them back. Hello, hello. Michael, welcome to the stream. Nightbot, you better behave, otherwise we're going to have words. Oh boy, Nightbot. Okay, glad I figured that out. But yes, so the Herald is going to be placing the AI is going to be placing their Herald at the castle. So that is everything for them. I don't believe they do any sort of other actions in spring. So the AI is simply going to check if it has the collaborator, which it does not. We'll get to what the collaborator is. Checks to see if the speaker card is in the court, which it is this card up here. If it's in here, then they will gain some influence from that. It will check to see if there's any pillaging cards, which there is not. And then it will also reveal the top card of the maneuver deck and resolve it. That's it. So then we move on to me getting to place my Herald, which, let's actually see what cards I have in my hand. So, I will say this is typically how I hold my cards, and I don't know, Andrew, if you guys are going to be adding like maybe like a small number on the opposite corner. That would be wonderful. But honestly, like I've had tons of games where I just have to look at the cards like this. But I have my 11 and like it doesn't really cause that much issues. And I feel like I am one of the small group that decides to hold their cards this way instead of this way. I just can't. My fingers cannot do it. I am left-handed, so that is why. But I need to get used to holding it like this so that I can see all of the numbers and things that I have. So these are the cards that I have to use. I have a 1, a 3, a 4, 11. I have my 5, which is actually a deploy card, which I will get into in the winter. But yes. Hey, hope everyone is doing well. I'll buy the popcorn. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? Jenna is not a TCG player holding her cards backwards. Yeah, I have always been made fun of for holding my cards the opposite way. I feel like not a lot of people do it, but it's just how my hands work. I don't know. I think I honestly need to get used to just holding them like this, because a lot of games, they don't have it on the other side. But yeah, I think Andrew did say that's a good suggestion. I'll note it down. Appreciate that, Andrew. Again, I feel like I'm like a part of a very small group, but it would be nice. Hello, Srepmi. Welcome to the stream. Should have thought twice before being left-handed. I know, right? So I feel like I kind of want to go for here. They're probably, because they put their herald up here, they might be going more towards this, but we probably won't know until we flip over the resolution card. So I'll kind of go over what each of the locations are, actually. So let me zoom out. So there are 6 different locations, but there are 3 regions. So we are going to be battling in the 3 regions. If you beat or if you win a region, you are going to be able to choose one of the 2 locations and do that reward. So for instance, we have the prairie. No, I know this is the lowlands and the highlands, I believe. I think the middle is the plateau. I knew it started with a P. Lowlands, highlands, and plateau. There we go. So there's going to be the 3 regions, and if you win, you're going to be able to choose one of the 2 locations. If your herald is on that location, you get an additional influence, and if another player's herald is also on that location, you get to steal an influence from that player. So there was actually a point yesterday where I killed it. There was a location that we were all, I believe it was actually up here, we were all on the castle, and both of the other players that I was playing against added a bunch of their companies. They also were really thinking about their cards, and then I ended up having a kingdom card that allowed me to just flat out win a battle. So I ended up winning the whole thing. I was able to gain 2 influence because I gained the castle benefit here, which it additionally allowed me to put a card into the court, which we'll get into. But I was able to get 1 influence from the reward here at the castle. I gained another influence from my herald being there. I stole 2 influence from the other players. And it was just a great round, and it made me feel so good. I was like, yes, this is awesome. But anyways, I think I am going to put my herald on the... It's either I get some initial influence, or the battlefield is going to allow me to either remove 2 influence from a single player. I do not gain those influence, they just go back to the reserve. Or I can claim the collaborator. So the collaborator is this little token here, which has a flag and it has 1, 2, 3. Basically, you are going to put this here on your board, and then every player has a specific ability that if you have the collaborator, you can do that ability 3 times whenever you'd like. Most of them have like a specific season that you're going to be doing it in, but once you use it those 3 times, it then goes back to the battlefield, or another player on a future round can steal it from you before you can get those 3 uses out of it. So I feel like that would be pretty nice. My collaborator thing is add a card from your hand face up to a region. This card is now revealed and will contribute its strength to the first clash in this region. So that one's really nice. The harvest field just gives you 2 influence outright. I explained this one. It allows you to add a card to the court, which we'll get into. And then this one here allows you to quest, which means if you have a card that has the keyword quest on it, you can take that card and then place it into your site of power, which each player has a site of power. This is my site of power, and this is the Sims site of power, we're going to have some like stronger cards that we're going to be able to unlock there once we quest for a certain amount and have that certain amount in our site of power. And then additionally, I think once you have gotten that card, you can also quest then to flip over your tactics tiles again, which we'll get into. And then down here we have gain 1 influence, and then these two have some abilities to get some like more cards and get through your cards more. So those two abilities down there we'll get into once I actually go there. But like I said, I'm going to put my Herald into the harvest field. No, I'm not. I'm putting it into the battlefield because I think I want to get the collaborator. Because I think it would be good to have the collaborator right off the bat because then I'll be able to use this action here. Oh, you guys are having a whole conversation in here. All right. So that is me adding my Herald. And then I can take any sort of spring action that I want. So let me show you guys. We are all going to have our own tactics tiles down here. And these are going to be different abilities that you can use on that specific season. So this one here is for spring, summer, autumn, and then this is end of year. Each player has 4 different tactics tiles, or each faction has 4 different tactics tiles, and they're going to be in all sorts of different seasons. But my specific faction here, the clans, have 1 in spring, 1 in summer, 1 in autumn, and 1 for the end of the year. And you can flip over these tiles, but in order to get them back, you do have to, for this specific faction, I have to get rid of my, what are these called again? My companies. I have to get rid of those and put them to the reserve, or I have to quest in order to flip them back over. So they're 1 use until you get them back. There's going to be some tiles that if you flip them over, you can use them once more and then they're burnt for the rest of the round. So we'll get into that. But as for me right now, I can take any other spring action that I want. I don't think I want to take this spring action. This is my School of the Storms, and this is choose a region plus 2 strength to the first clash in that region this round. So that I could actually decide where I wanted to add plus 2 strength. I could take my little tile here and then add it to one of the locations, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. Not going to do it. And then we're going to move on to summer. So the AI is going to go first. And in summer, they are going to flip over their resolution. Just want to make sure that I'm doing this exactly right. So in summer, the AI is going to go first, and they are going to reveals the top card of the resolution deck, and then resolves the following steps in sequence. So they are going to draw their cards. So they are going to draw the 3 cards like I mentioned. And then they're going to organize them by priority and then place them into the different spots. Place cards at regions. They're going to have a priority number on their resolution card. They're going to place their companies. And that would be it. The AI does not have any like summer actions or anything like that. All right, so the AI is going to flip over their resolution card here. And this is what a resolution card looks like. It has basically the 3 regions and what they are going to be prioritizing this round. So for this round, we are going to also take out 3 cards. So they actually have this card right here. If you ever get this card, which is their like machine card, you're actually going to put this to the side, and then you're going to take out 1 more card. No. So I just took out a fog card. Fog cards can be a wide array of things, and you can't really tell what the strength is by that. You just know that it is a fog card. So they have these 3 cards. They have a bronze, they have a silver, as well as a fog card. Then they also have their air here. That is a gold. So those are the 4 cards in their hand. This one does not count towards their hand limit. So these are their cards here. And they are going to be placing them in that order. So you guys can see here, they have a priority here of the order that they want to place things down in, I believe. The fog card here, so if they do have a fog card, we're going to be placing it in this spot, which is going to be this circle on this side. So they're going to be placing the fog card in 3. So they're going to be placing their fog card here at the Highlands. And then they're going to be placing this in order. So it's always going to be fog cards, then gold cards, then silver cards, then bronze cards, and then any other fog cards that they had after that. But they are going to be placing these into the different spots. So they're going to place the gold in the prairies, not the prairies, oh no, I forget what it's called again. I do want to make sure that I am placing these in the correct spot though. So give me 1 second. Yes. We good. Okay. So we're good there. So then we're doing silver in, so because this one's already taken, that would be where it normally would put the gold, but this is taken by the fog. And then we have number 2 for the gold, number 3 for the silver, and then this one here is going to be going down to the bottom 4, which actually, should I be putting these maybe on the other side, or should I put mine on the other side? I'll probably put mine on the other side. So these are all the sim on this side, so we can kind of do it while we're zoomed in. So that is what they are doing there. And then additionally, they are also going to be adding their companies to the top. So they are adding their companies to the top. And the companies are just adding strength to that spot. So they are adding there to that region. All right. So that is everything for their summer actions. They do not have any specific summer actions. Oh my goodness. Why are there 2? I think it might be that, George. It might be that it sent it for the one thing and then for your command. Okay, so it is now my turn. I'm going to be deciding which cards I want to place. And I know I want to win here. Additionally, I can add some of my companies if I would like. Also, I might have to go and close my blinds. Let me know if the lighting gets too bright at any time. They're multiplying AI taking over. All right, so unfortunately, they're going to have a pretty high card here, which is not great for me. Not great for me at all. But we will see how that plays out. I could add this one, which is, it's a power of 11. It has resilient, authority 1, and quest 3. Authority and questing is simply just for the site of power and the court. So we're not really going to do that. Actually, let me go and close my window, guys. The lighting just got crazy. All right, that's better. That should be good. Okay, so I also have this one, which is Raid and Blaze. which is when we are doing these and resolving them, this card's strength alters to create a tie with the highest strength opponent. So it would actually cause a tie, and then we would have to go into, we'd have to go into a second clash. Could do that. We also can see what we're going to be doing first, second, and third. So I can actually see that this one's going to be going first, this one second, this one third. So what I could actually do is I could play a card up here that has bolster. Bolster is an effect where if it's revealed, it's going to be bolstering the two adjacent or one adjacent clashes. So if it's revealed here, I would then be able to have a bolster for this one and additional power. So that's bolster 2, quest 2. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to place my 4 that has bolster here. I'm going to put my 11. Is that crazy to put my 11 here? Probably, but that's fine. And then for this one, additionally, I could actually use my summer action. I have a summer action here that allows me to swap 2 of their cards. So I could actually just swap 2 of their cards if I wanted to. And maybe like swap this one with the bronze down here maybe. Okay, I think I'm going to choose, I'm just going to do my 1 that has a shield at the bottom here. And then I'm also going to use my 3 at the bottom here for the Great Road. So I did play out 4 cards, and then these are going to be the 4 like tricks. The one at the bottom that is for the Great Road, it's not really a trick, it's more so bidding. It's just whoever has the highest number gets to draft first. And I'll go into what all of these are and like what the abilities are and stuff. Daily McDonald's, coffee, fries, snacks. Hello, Best at Star Trek. Welcome to the stream. Oh, ho, ho, hello, poor Game Garden. Grab my daily dose of McDonald's. Heck yes. Now I want McDonald's. Okay, so additionally, I can do any sort of summer action that I want. A summer action is I can add my company to different places, and additionally I could also use my summer action here. So I don't even know if I want to use my companies right now, because the thing with the AI is you kind of develop or learn new information as you play the game, because you're also like learning what cards are now then not in their pile, which is kind of nice. So I think I'm just going to hold, maybe I'll just add 1. Just for the fun of it, I'll add 1 to the center here. I'm a little bit scared that they're going to beat me with this, but hopefully my bolster will help. Honestly, I don't think it will be too bad. So I think I'm just going to add 1. I'm not going to switch. I do have an 11 plus a bolster up here, so I think we're good. I'm not going to do any other summer action, so we are going to move into autumn. So in autumn, that is where we are going to play out the different clashes. So the AI is going to, if the sim is last on the order track, then the sim places the resolution markers in reverse order to the site's region priority. Okay, So I am actually last and I get to place out these. I completely forgot about that. Whoever is last on the turn order track then is allowed to put these out. This is going to determine what order these are going to be resolved in. So we're going to resolve this one first. We will resolve this one second, sure, and this one third. I feel like that'll be fun. And then we can do like the last one as like a big thing. So that is how we're going to do that. So we are going to do this one first. Can I zoom in to here? There we go. So we are going to do this one first, the Highland region. So the AI and I are going to flip over our cards at the same time, and that is going to determine who wins this battle. So, boom. So I have played a 4, and the AI has played a 10. So obviously they have won. They do additionally have 3 more, so they're currently at 13. I'm at 4. Obviously, I did not win whatsoever. I mainly played this for the bolster for my next one, but they're going to do 10. They have the word resilient here, which I believe that means that it can't be eliminated by an eliminate keyword. But when revealed, immediately add 1 influence to the rider. So they are going to add 1 influence to the rider, which the rider is this guy up here. We're going to add 1 to the rider, and this is going to eventually trigger that he is going to be, or the AI is going to be able to trigger their site of power. So that'll go there. And then, oh no, this is not good. So basically, with their fog cards are not great because they have some sort of ability. And then they also have this special ability down here, which if the resolution card has the same word as this card here, so this is plotting, and this is also plotting, so that means that he has created, or the AI has created, a synergy between the two, and plotting means that in autumn, strength step, additionally end any further clashes in this region as a loss for all. Then, if the AI is first on the order track, add 1 to the rider. If the AI is first on the order track, or if the AI is not first on the order track, add 2 to the rider. So there we go. I think we add 1 more to the rider. That's pretty much it. Because additionally, end any further clashes, which there's no further clashes. So that is that. So the AI is going to win this location, sadly, which when they win this location, they are going to have a specific thing that they do based off of their resolution card. So for this, oh boy, that's great. So they're going to gain 1 influence, place that on their board, and then they are also going to place an additional 2 influence on their rider. Oh no. So they already have 4 influence on the rider. Love that for me. Hey Jenna, been a while since I've been able to join. Hope all is going well. Belle, hello. Welcome to the stream. First time catching a stream. Ben Foster, hello. Welcome, welcome. You just came in at a bad time because I just lost a battle and it was not good. It was not good at all. Let me go here. All right. I think the sun is definitely coming out over on that, in that window. Hopefully it's not too much light for you guys. But that is everything for this battle. We are now going to move down to this one down here. So, also apologies that the first round is a little bit long, but I wanted to kind of explain most things to you guys in the first round before we got into the rest of the rounds. So the rest of the rounds are going to go pretty quick. But we are going to go into this battle here, which I kind of forget what I played. I played a 1 with a shield. The AI is going to play a 9. Ooh, okay. So Yes, they do also win this one, which is not great. But I have heard with this game, the sim typically takes the lead at the beginning. And then as you gain information and kind of gain momentum, you can kind of catch up to them and then hopefully surpass them by the end of the game. Typically they do take the lead early game though. So they have a 9, I have a 1. That's not gonna help me. So sadly, they are going to win this. I don't have any additional things that I can do for this. Also, I believe that they do get an additional influence because they had their herald there. But let me quickly check if the AI also gets that additional thing there. Yeah, so if the player wins the region and their player herald is in the same location as the steel one, okay. Yeah. And then if my herald was here, the sim would actually steal one of mine. Lovely. Okay, so they do gain an additional influence. So not only did they get the 1 for winning here, but they also gained an additional 1 for having their herald there. But again, they do additionally win here. So when they do win at the bottom here, they gain 1 influence. And they also put any revealed sim cards at the lowlands shuffled on top of the draw pile. So I think, I don't know if you're still here, Andrew, but I think when I was watching, yes, Andrew's still here. Yes, it should gain another influence for the Clash in the Highlands. Perfect. When it says putting this at the top of the draw pile, I think I remember watching a video, and I think you guys have changed it now that this goes to their discard pile. Is that correct? I forget what his name was, but he was doing a playthrough of it, and he mentioned that if you put it at the top of the draw pile, then you now know what that card is. So I believe they've changed it to it actually going to the discard pile. But I will hold off on that until I get an answer from Andrew. But yes, he's simply just going to take that card back, basically. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. All right. So we are now going to move to this one right here, which I am really, really, really hoping that I can win this one. So let's hope he's not as strong as I think he is. Oh, God. Yes, that's correct. Okay, awesome. Guys, look at me. I know what I'm doing. So that one is just going directly to their discard pile. Okay, so these two. Let's see what happens here. Really hoping. Woo! Oh no! Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. So they used their air. I have, okay, we're good. So I have 11 plus this here. So I have 12 plus my bolster here. So I do have a bolster of 2. So I'm at 14. Thank goodness. They're at 10. Thank goodness. So that means that I win. Yeah! So either I can remove 2 from the AI, so I could take away 2 of their 3 influence, or I could take the collaborator, which I am going to do. We're going to take the collaborator. I'm going to move it over to my board here. We're going to start it on the 3, like that. Thank you, George. So that is that. And I will say that their heir does have loyalty. So that means that this does come back into their hand. So they're going to start with this again in the starting round. I should have known that that was the heir, because that was the only gold one that they had. I'm a doofus, I know. Okay, so that is everything for the battles over here. We are now going to move to the Great Road, unless anybody wants to do any additional... There's not really any autumn actions. I do have an autumn action, but it's during a clash. Claim location rewards, which actually I do gain an influence. Woohoo! For my herald being here. We got 1 influence, everyone. Woo! How exciting is that? I'm actually going to put my influence down here so I don't get them mixed up. All right. So, for the Great Road, this is moving into winter, which if you guys haven't noticed, this game is played over 4 seasons. So you have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So in the winter, we resolve the Great Road. So this is not so much, or it is not a clash at all. You cannot play cards here that don't have a number. And basically whoever has the higher number is going to be able to draft first. So we're gonna flip these over. Oh, look at this. Sweet. So, I do actually get to go first. Awesome. Awesome sauce. So the AI has a 0, and I have a 3. So I get to draft first. So there are a few different cards here. We have the Crown, which your cards with authority gain +1 authority. Your cards without authority gain the keyword authority 1. So if I have this one and I have a card in the court, basically the court is that if you have a card in the court and it has the word authority on it, so for example, this card here has the keyword authority 1. If I ever get a card into the court, which I would have to win the Highland region and then take the castle reward, which allows me to either take a revealed card or a card from my hand and place it in the court. And then whatever card I have in the court, in spring, I would be able to gain influence equal to the authority there. So this, if I had this in the court, it would be 1 authority. Plus, if I had the tin crown, I could actually have an additional authority. So I could get 2 influence every round, as long as another player does not kick me out of the court. So it's kind of nice to like stay in the court for as long as possible, because every spring you'll gain influence equal to your authority. So that is what the authority or the tin crown does. We have the hidden library. In spring, I can draw the top 5 cards of the kingdom deck and choose 1, then return the hidden library and place the chosen card in its place. Place the remaining 4 kingdom cards in any order on the top of the deck. Ooh, that one's fun. I love that one, actually. That kind of like gives you options of like what card you want. This one in spring, choose a region or the Great Road. For the remainder of this round, opponents must place their cards face up. So that would mean that the AI would have to place their cards face up, which would make it easier for me to then determine what card I'd want to play there. Ooh, I am not going to have an easy time choosing from these 4 cards. This is Mysterious Benefactor. So this is +5 strength to your journey card. You may not steal kingdom cards. Okay, so these are journey cards, the cards that you play to get one of the kingdom cards. I think because I don't have a card in the court yet, I feel like I shouldn't grab this one, which also the AI is going to take one, but they don't actually use the kingdom cards. They have priority of what they want from the kingdom card row. So you have this little thing on the side here that's going to determine their priorities. So they're going to want to take an item, then a person, then a place. So they will most likely take the tin crown from me if I don't take it now. Ooh. Shoot. Maybe I will have to take the tin crown, because if I don't take it now, I will never get it. This game looks so good. I will probably back right after stream. I wanted to see Jenna do the solo mode, as that is the mode I am most likely to play. Honestly, Brian, I am so impressed with this solo mode. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit scared. I was like, this solo mode is going to be super difficult, but it makes a lot of sense, the things that you're doing and what the AI is doing, and like different changes and stuff like that. I think it's very cool. So I think I'm gonna, I don't know. Do I even want the crown? I don't really want the crown. If I get the crown, we are going to have to get a card into the court. It's gonna have to happen. I'm just saying. Okay, maybe I'll do it, and then I will prioritize getting a card into the court. Sounds good? Sounds good. So then the AI is going to draft next, and they're going to draft a person, and it is an arrow pointing to the left, so it is the person furthest to the left. So they are going to get the mysterious benefactor, which again doesn't matter. They're just going to take it out of the game. And then these are going to be moved down, which makes me happy because I kind of want to get the hidden library now, because that one's really fun. Also, additionally, I don't know if you guys can see here, but I'm pretty sure all of the cards are going to have unique illustrations. Andrew, if you're still in chat, let me know, but I'm pretty sure any cards that you guys see that have the same illustrations, they are currently still working on the art for the game, so they're kind of just like placeholders for now, but they are going to have different illustrations for all of the different cards. Correct me if I'm wrong, it might not be for the kingdom cards, but for all of the different faction cards, they're all going to be different. Thank you, glad to hear that it's playing intuitively. We're working to make it as accessible as possible for new players. Correct. All unique art. So yes, all of the kingdom cards are going to be different, which I feel like once you've played this quite a bit, you will then be able to kind of see the art of a card and kind of know what that card is. So if one of your opponents takes that card, you'll kind of be able to see like, oh, the opponents have that specific card that I've seen before. So, you know, I have to take note that they have that card, that sort of thing. Okay, so that's good. I'm happy. I might grab the hidden library next round if I can. But another thing that I will note right now is when you do draft, I'm going to have to move these up a bit. When you do draft a kingdom card, the journey card that you played in order to get that is actually going to be slid underneath like this. I think I'm going to have to move these over. So this card, the journey card, is actually protecting this kingdom card. So anyone in future rounds, instead of, they will still play a journey card to the Great Road, but they can, if they would like, if their journey card is more than someone's protection of their kingdom card, they actually can steal that kingdom card, which is crazy. Faction and kingdom cards, that's awesome. Okay, and then I actually believe that like this still goes here, and then this still goes here. But they're obviously not using the actions there or anything like that. Also, is this crooked? Why does everything look crooked to me all the time? Let me quickly check if I did that all good. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that right. So I'm not 100% sure if it like stays there or anything like that, but Andrew, you can let me know if you place it there or if you just discard them. Because like I said, the AI, the sim does not do anything with their kingdom cards. It is just there. All right, so that is everything for winter. Claim great rewards and then play winter actions. So I could additionally play any winter actions that I would like, which I am going to play a winter action. So a winter action that you can play is if you have a card like this one that says deploy. I believe every faction has one deploy card. We did not play with the red faction, so the red faction might have more, but every player yesterday, we all had one deploy card. And this, you can actually deploy to one of the regions in the winter. So like I said, because we now have the Tin Crown, I'm going to want to win this top region here. So I think I'm going to deploy to this region here, which you do place it sideways. And in a way, this is actually like scaring your opponents in a multiplayer game. When you deploy something, you play it face up. So people know that you have that additional card there. But you cannot use it until you want to. So when we get into the clashes, before we resolve this clash here, I can say, I want to use my deploy card. You flip it over and then you are able to add it to the one that you played there. But you can also say, no, I'm going to hold it there for a future round. So you can kind of have it there and kind of scare your opponents a little bit. You did. All correct. Amazing. Woohoo. Okay. So that's an additional winter action that you can take. And that is everything. So we're going to go into end of year, which I do have an end of year ability here, which I might use. My end of the year ability is instead of discarding your revealed cards, put any number of those cards directly back into your hand, up to your hand size. So normally with this, we are going to remove our heralds and we are going to remove our companies, which I will get to. This company here is going to be lost unless I decide to retire a card, which I am just going to put it into the reserve for now. I can hopefully in the future get it back. But typically all of these cards here are going to go into our discard pile. So if you do decide to retire a card, that means that you would take one of your revealed cards and put it into the lost pile. So that means that it is out of the game. You cannot get it back. It doesn't go into your discard pile because your discard pile, eventually it will get back into your draw pile. But you can retire a card. So if I decided to retire this card, I could get back one of my companies and place it back into there. I am choosing not to do that for now. But typically these cards that I have deployed here would then get put into my discard pile. But I am going to use my end of the year thing here. I'm going to flip this over. And these three cards are just going to go directly back into my hand. So I then have 4 cards now. I don't do that yet. That is at the starting of the round. So I have 4 cards, so I'm going to have to pick up 2 more. All right. So then the AI, we're almost into the second round, guys. The AI has 3 influence. I have 1. Quickly, let me see what happens with the AI at the end. Each face-up card on their respective behavior deck is placed face up in that deck's respective discard pile. Okay. Any other cards move to their discard pile. Okay. All right, so these 2 are going to be placed in, actually, this one is not. This one has loyal, so that one's gonna go back into their hand. That one's gonna go back into their discard pile. And also, like I said with the deploy here, the AI is also going to deploy their deploy card here. And I am not 100% sure where they are deploying. Let me just check. How do we determine? Oh, yes, I totally forgot that. You are right. I'm supposed to start with my air and my ruse. So in a typical game, you always start with your air as well as your ruse. So those were actually technically supposed to be in my hand the first round. Thank you so much for reminding me that, Andrew. So that's perfect, because that will allow me to be at my 6 card max. So we just pretend that I had those the whole time and I decided to keep them there the whole time. So I believe when the AI does their deployment, it goes to the highest priority region. I swear. Okay. So their highest is this one here. So they're going to place it down here like so. These 2 get discarded, which I will discard them over here. And then I believe we're moving on to the next round. Check for winner. Obviously 3 versus 1. We are going to move on to the next round. Please let me know in chat if you guys have any questions. Also, if you're watching this after the fact, let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. I will be sure to get back to them. But yes, let's get into the second round. The AI is going to take back their herald and their 3 companies. Boom, boom, boom. And we're back into drop to your hand size. Order stays the same because the AI has more influence than we do. And then we move into spring. So the herald, we're going to flip over this. Their herald is going to be placed in the harvest field. And then that is everything for their actions. I have a question. Can you call this and send it my way? No, I want it. I want it forever. Excellent first round, Jenna. Good luck taking on the sim. I'm going to need to head off just now. No problem, Andrew. Thank you so much for hanging out for the first round. I appreciate you being here for any of the uncertainties that I had. There wasn't too many, but I think I'm good to go, and I think I maybe will win. We will see. Apparently, this is a very difficult AI, so fingers crossed. But again, thank you so much, Andrew, for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day/night, and have a good one. All right. So 10. I typically like to order my cards with the numbers and stuff. All right. So the AI is going to go there. I am going to put my herald obviously at the castle because we want to get something into the court, which I don't think I have anything right now that has more than 1 authority. I am most likely going to play the storyteller to the Highland, so we'll see about that. Disregard Nat. I can send my wife with Starbucks to pick it up. Aw. Thanks, Jenna. You're going to win, I'm sure. Thank you so much, Andrew. See you later. All right. All right, people. I do want to quickly check what the rider says here. The rider never leaves its site of power. The rider treats each influence on it as 1 quest. Whenever influence is placed on the rider, check if there are enough quests to pay the triangle on the card at its site of power. It will do so, activating the site and moving the card to the top of their draw pile and fulfilling any effects on the gained card. Ooh. B, if it already completed A and has +3 quests, it'll activate its site of power and gain 3 influence. Oh, shoot. All right, so that's unfortunate because that means that, so it currently has technically 4 quests on this card. So that means that it can afford this first card here. So we're going to take away 3 of these influence. And then they're going to add this 12 to the top of their deck. Not good. Not good at all. Okay. All right. So we're just hoping that they do not place that one here. If they do place that one here, I think I'm going to have to use my autumn ability to swap this card with something else to make sure that they don't take the Highlands, because I want to 100% this round get the Highlands. We need to win the Highlands. Telling you guys right now, needs to happen. Okay. So, Herald, I can additionally do any spring actions that I would like, which I do have my battlefield here, which is I can add a card from my hand face up to a region. This card, now revealed, will contribute to the strength of the first clash in this region. So, I think, to be honest with you, I think I'm not going to add it here. I might actually try to add something to here and maybe try to win both of these. It'd be kind of fun, you know, kind of fun. Take away any that they're gonna get. So I could actually add my 10. Am I crazy to do that? Am I crazy? I kind of want to try to win both of them, so we're gonna do that. I get to do my order, so I'm gonna put this one here. I'm gonna put my 10 there, like so. Let's see how this works. So I'm gonna put that there. That's going to be me using my battlefield action once, so I still have 2 more uses of that. Okay, so that is my 1 spring action. I do have this spring action here, but I don't think I need to use it. So we are going to move on to summer, which the summer is going to be that the AI is going to flip over this. All right. Oh, great. Love this for me. So they're going to add their companies to here. Okay. I forget exactly what else they do during this phase. I'm pretty sure that's everything. Oh no, this is when they are totally adding their stuff. So they're going to be drawing their cards. And then placing them, and then placing their champions. Okay. So they have this card here. They also have this card, and this card. Oh, love that. So they have 3 golds and 1 bronze. Need me some board game garden merch with a "love this for me" slogan. That'd be cute. I would love that. Okay. So they are now going to be placing these into their respective places. If they had a fog card, which thankfully they do not have a fog card, this would be placed on 2, which would be this low one here, but it's not. So we are now going to place in priority order. So we're going to place the gold ones first. So we're going to place a gold, let's move that up, a gold here. We're going to place a gold here, a gold here, And then their bronze is going to be placed down here. All right. So that is their placement here. Sadly, all three of the clashes, they're going to have some somewhat strong cards, which is not great for me. We've already added their companies. So I am now going to move into my summer actions. So I'm going to place my cards. Like I said, I'm definitely going to place my 11 here. I can place an additional one here because this is from my battlefield action. Shoot. Actually, I might just do that. Okay, so I'm going to add my 4 here. I'm going to add my 1 down here to the Great Road. And then I only have these 2, which... Strength of 0. This card cannot be moved to the discard or... Okay. So my ruse, I think I'm just going to add my ruse here, which is just going to be a 0, but it just comes back to my hand right away. So I think I'm good with that. Also very bright sun. Okay. So that is everything for that. I can additionally add any of my companies that I want. So I do have 14 here because this is a 10 and then I also have a 4. That one there, I'm going to have 11. I can deploy if I want, so that would be 16. I feel like I don't really need any companies. So I'm just going to save my companies. I also can additionally swap any of these 3, but I don't think I want to. Because I don't think they're going to beat me any of these. Because I have 11 and 14 currently. And then I think I'll probably deploy. So I'll have 16 and 14. They're not going to be beaten a 16 and a 14. Because I think they only have a 10, a 12. This is a hard decision. Because I could just save my deploy and just use my tile here to swap these 2. Just to make sure that I definitely win this one, because I could also, if I wanted to, I could just not deploy and hope that this is their 10 and not the 12, but I don't really want to sacrifice, or like, that's kind of scary to me. So if I switch those 2, it will give me a guarantee win. It's actually my spring ability that does that. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my spring ability. I can't think too much about this right now. I'm gonna use my spring ability, and that's going to allow me to swap 2 cards. I'm gonna swap this one with this one. Like so. So that just kind of guarantees me a win there, hopefully, without having to use my deploy. And I can kind of keep that one there for later. Which reduces the most amount of chance. So I think I'm just going to switch the 2 and then have it kind of as like a guarantee that I'm going to get it. So that's everything for my summer actions. Everything's good here. So we're going to move on to autumn. Place resolution markers. Because I am second in turn order, I get to place these first. So let's just do, what does this one mean? Okay. I'm just going to do the lowlands first. And then this middle one. And then this one. I always like to like do the one that I'm like most scared of or like excited for at the end. So we're going to do first, second, third. So first here, also I'm pretty positive that they're going to deploy. Yeah. So the sim will always activate any deployed cards if it has in the region before revealing a region. So they're going to deploy this card here. Let's move this over a little bit so we have space for 2 cards. So they're going to deploy that there. And then we are going to reveal these 2. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit of a waste of their deploy, but I'm not going to question you. I'm not going to question you, Sim. So we're going to flip these over. So I have the 10 and the 5. So they're at 15. I'm at 0 because I don't really care about this. And the nice thing is this triggers royal, or not royal, loyal, which means this will come back to my hand at the end. But they do win here. They are going to... Oh, shoot. I didn't realize if they won here, they would get 2 influence. Ooh, that's okay. So they're going to gain 2 influence. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get lots of influence this round. Because we're going to win both of these. I just know it. Okay, so they're going to gain 2 influence, and then they're going to search their discard pile for any gold cards, shuffle them, and place them on top of the draw pile. So we're going to search here for some gold cards. Ha ha. You don't have any gold cards, AI. Bummer to you. All right. So that is everything for that. We're going to go into the second one here. And we are going to flip over mine, which is a 4. And then this is... Ugh. No. No. No, no, no. Damn it. No. You're lying. You're absolutely lying. Okay, thankfully, she's resilient, which is good. All right, so this is unfortunate. This card right here is freaking lethal, y'all. This card right here. Hate this one. Every player has one of these cards where basically it has the keyword eliminate X, which means it's going to eliminate 1 card. Okay, I think we might be okay. It's going to eliminate 1 card from each player. So I can actually just eliminate my 4. That way the 10's still there. Also, my 10 is my heir, and she has the keyword resilient, which means that she is resilient to eliminate, which means she does not get eliminated. And then they are... Hello? Hello? Please hold as I get a drink. Okay. So this is vulnerable, which means if I had a card that had a shield on it, it says vulnerable with a shield, which means if you have a card that is a shield, this one actually gets eliminated because of that. But it does eliminate 1 card from each player. Let me double check that's exactly what happens, and it's not all cards, because that would be really, really sad. Eliminate. When revealed in a clash, that player may remove 1 supporter card, not a strategy card, which supporter cards are the ones with numbers, strategy cards are the ones with icons. With the listed traits from each opponent in the clash to the lost pile. Eliminate X, the player may remove 1 supporter card from each opponent in the clash to the lost pile. So sadly, that means that my 4 is going to be like completely taken away and put into the lost pile. But that is okay. Because like I said, I still have the 10 here. So I still win. We're still good. Drink something. Jenna about to be the one eliminated. Man, I have no channel points to use to tell Jenna to drink some water. I also have no channel points for them to play a game. Aw, I'm sorry, George. Is there like a way to get channel points on YouTube? Is there a way to like reward you for always being here? I wonder if there is. Okay, so that means that unfortunately my Herald is not at either of these spots, but I can choose one of these spots. I'm going to choose to gain 2 influence. So 1, 2. All right. And does that mean I can steal one? I think that means that I can steal one from the AI. Hell yeah. Oh, Nat, I'm so sorry. They don't have cool rewards. Aw, that's unfortunate. Okay, I believe if I take the reward where the opponent's Herald is, that means that I get to steal one. Let me quickly check. If the player wins the region, the player is me. Their player and their player Herald is in the same location as the Sim Herald. They may steal one. Dang it. So that doesn't mean I can steal one. Dang it, I wanted to steal one from you. That's fine. At least I got 2. And then we're going to move on to the third one here. I am going to deploy before we do this. Actually, no, I'm not going to deploy. Because this card is the one that I switched. So I don't need to deploy. So I have an 11, and they're going to have whatever this is plus 3. Ha ha ha. So I have 11 and they have 2 plus 3, so they have 5. They don't have any other like abilities or anything like that. So I do win this. I am going to do this, so I am going to gain an additional 2 influence. Heck yes, look at me go. And additionally, I am going to add this guy up here to the court. And in the spring, I will be able to gain an additional 2 influence because I have the Tin Crown as well as him in there. He has 1 authority. This adds an additional authority, so that's going to be 2 authority. Woohoo! And additionally, I still have my deployment here if I need it for the next round. Because if the AI wins here and gets rid of this card, then I will not get those additional points, sadly. Okay, so that is everything for the clashes. I am stoked. I did good. We're going to move into winter, which means we're going to flip over these 2 cards here. Whoa. No, you're kidding. You're kidding. So this is the one that they got, and it has Eliminate X. So I'm also getting this card eliminated. Shoot! Really? Really, AI? Why must you do that? Why must you do that to me? That's so sad. Alright, so sadly, my 1 also gets taken away. The gambit paid off. The gambit backfired. See, well, thankfully I did switch it because this card initially was here. So if I flipped those 2, this would then eliminate... Oh no, it wouldn't have. Because it's resilient. Okay, phew. So I still would have lost, sadly. Let me check exactly what resilient means. Resilient means when a card with resilient is eliminated, it may instead be moved to its own discard, the owner's discard pile. So typically when something gets eliminated, it gets taken out of the game, but if it has resilient, it gets taken out of the clash, but it is placed in the discard pile instead. I was going to make her play Isla. Nat, I'm still going to play Isla. I promise. Okay, so the AI is going to take either an item or a person. And they are actually going to take furthest to the left, which is Gambling Den. This is, it would add a summer action. And this is choose an opponent's unrevealed card and name its trait. When revealed this round, if the trait matches, gain 2 influence. If it doesn't, you must give that player 1 influence. Oh, some gamble in there. Okay. So that's just going to go there. Oh, do you know what's great? They actually use this as a journey card. So that's actually perfect because that means that this card actually gets stuck in here. Oh, that's so unfortunate. So unfortunate for you, AI. Bummer. You can't use your 12 anymore. Sucks to be you. All right. So that is everything for winter. You can play any winter actions, which I still have my deployment out there, so I don't have anything to do. So sadly, we're moving on to end of the year. We're going to remove our heralds to here and here. The AI gets their companies back. These get taken off the board. We are going to, if we want, we can choose to retire any cards in order to get our companies back. I'm not going to do that. Discarding remaining revealed cards. Both of these, thankfully, have loyal, which, like I said, when they're loyal, they just come straight back to our hand. And then all of these, this one gets put back into the AI's hand because it's loyal. This one, as well as, oh my goodness, throwing things, as well as these 3 get put into their discard pile. All right. These 2 get put into discard pile. And then we are going to move on to the next round. We're going to check for a winner. We are currently tied right now, actually, which is crazy. I'm pretty sure when we're tied, this does not change, but I could be wrong. Let me quickly check. I also have to gather up to my hand size. This will be at the beginning. So, the player adjusts the turn order track as normal, placing the sim order marker in the appropriate position. What does that mean, though? What if we're tied? I'm pretty sure if we're tied, it just stays in the same order. Could be wrong, but we're going to stick with that. All right, moving into the third round. I'm going to get 3 cards. 1, we got a 2, we got a 7, and we got an 8. Ooh, okay, cool. 7, 8, 2, and a 10. All right. Move into summer. The AI is still first, so we're going to flip over one of their maneuver cards. They are going to put their herald into the wilderness, which is this one here. All right. And then they don't have any spring actions, so we are going to move into our spring actions, which I can place my herald. Do I have any cards that allow me to quest for 3? Sadly, no. I think the only one that allows me to quest for 3 is the one that I have in the court. So the shrine here, if I win at the shrine and I take the shrine reward, it says gain 1 influence, and then I can place up to 3 cards in any order on the bottom of my draw pile. They must be revealed and or from your hand. So that would allow me to like get some cards out of my hand that I didn't really want. And then the necropolis is I shuffle my discard pile, which I do not have a discard pile right now, so that's kind of pointless. Let's do, oh my goodness, that is bright. Do you guys see that? So bright. I'm gonna have to probably go and fix that. Please hold. There we go. We back. So, I'm going to place my herald in the harvest field. I'm still going to try to win this one as well. I don't want to place my herald here. Actually, I could place my herald there if I wanted to. Yeah, I'm actually going to place my herald here. I'm going to be crazy. We're going to do some like head on head. Is that the right word? That doesn't sound right. Head to head. We're going to do some head to head combat. Take my wrench. Oh no, someone let Devin in. Oh no, Devin's here. This is the young Reagan's headband, right? What? Pardon, Devin? I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go there. And for my spring actions, I am going to do this here. Which again, that means that I'm going to gain 2 influence. 1, 2. Which, let me just take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These big ones here are worth 5, so I currently have 7. And then I am going to... I'm going to use this again, my battle. And... I'm going to add my 7 face up here. Actually, no. I'm going to add my 8 face up here. Like so. Okay. And then, so that was for my battlefield ability. I don't think I have any other ability thus far for spring. So we are going to move into summer. So the AI is going to place their cards. So they are going to do that. They're going to pick up 3 from here. Oh boy. So we have our fog card here, which is not great. We're going to shuffle these 2 golds. So those are going to be their cards that they're placing. We're going to flip over this, which actually, you know what? I completely forgot. No, that's fine. We haven't had any fog cards since the first one. Okay, so the fog card is going to go to the 3rd, which is going to be the middle. And then this will go... Oh, this is going to go at the bottom. And then this is going to go at the top. And then this is going to go to here. All right. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. alive and getting caught up with work and life. Good. I'm glad, Devin. Okay. So that is the placement for the AI. They're also going to additionally place their companies at the lower spot here, which is fine with me. Go ahead, win that one if you want. I will say if they win that one, they are going to gain two influence, and then they're going to add a new fog card face down to the top of their draw pile. Ew, no. I don't want them to add more fog. So maybe I have to try to win that one. Shoot. I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake for sure. Okay, so that is everything for them. They've placed all their stuff out, so it is now back to me for placing my cards. I think I'm gonna put this card. I don't exactly know what happens when you tie with the AI, so we'll figure it out. But basically this card here is, at the end of the strength step, this card's strength alters to create a tie with the highest strength opponent. So you are basically creating a tie with this card. And it says, if you win a subsequent clash, so if there's ever a tie, the players that have tied are going to go into another clash, and a clash will happen again. In the region, this round, this card gains pillage. So if I would win the subsequent clash. So I'm going to put that down here. Just for funsies, you know? And then I will put my 10 again here. And then for my card, I'm going to put the 7 here. So I'm going to have 8 plus 7. 15? Is that too much? Maybe I switch this. I put the 2 there. Yeah, I'm going to put the 2 here. So that's going to give me 10, and then I could deploy, so that would be 5. So that would be 15 again. I think that's good. And then I am going to put my 7 down here at the Great Road. And then I just have my ruse. All right. Hello, Noah. Welcome to the stream. How are you? All right. What time do we have? Oh boy. I've already been streaming for 2 hours, y'all. Hopefully I can get lots of influence. Okay, so that is everything. I have put out all of my things. Summer actions. I could add any of my companies if I want to. Do I want to? Not really. Okay, let me quickly check what happens if you tie with the AI, because that's going to be important when it comes to this bottom one here. So, tied clashes. If the player and the sim end a clash in a tie, then in order, the sim will always place another card face down to start the new clash. Since the sim has no hand, it always draws the top card of the draw pile. Ooh, that's kind of good. So it would be whatever is here. That would be their card. But then that would mean that I need a card in order to place down. But the only card that I would have in my hand is this one, which is my ruse, which doesn't give me anything. So I might actually forgo, oopsie, this was supposed to be flipped over. I'm gonna forgo getting something from the Great Road. You can just not play anything in the Great Road. And I'm gonna keep this 7 with me because then I'll be able to place down a 7 if I want to. For this, I am gonna place down 2 of my companies just so I can hopefully win this one. That would be wonderful. I'm not sure what they're gonna flip over there, but it is a bronze, so that means it's pretty low card. And Jenna's super burned out. All my past work stuff has caught up with me, and being unemployed has made me so bored that my past enjoying activities are kind of bleh to do now. Aw, I'm so sorry, Noah. That's not fun at all. Okay, so we are now done with summer. We're gonna move into autumn, which I am last in turn order, so I get to do this. And, let's do this one first, because there is a fog card, and I'm a little bit scared what the fog card is going to do. Then we can do this one second, and this one up here third. Okay, so first one, we're going to take these 2 cards, flip them over. I have a 10, and they have a 1. Oh, okay. The thing here does not match, so I think we're good. This card, strength, alters to create a tie. Ah, no. If there is no supporter cards, this card's strength is 1. What does that mean? Oh, if there's no supporter card. So if I played something that wasn't. So, there's a tie. Great. Oopsie, wrong side. So, that means... Ugh. Can I just play my ruse then? Shoot, that's not good because I don't know what's underneath this card. Aw, Devin, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Plant something in the board game garden for me. I will. Even though I'm an awful gardener. And I'm really bad at keeping plants alive. I don't know why I called myself the board game garden. Let's be honest. Devin's so nice. Thank you, Devin. Okay, so I'm gonna place, so like I said, this is a tie right now. So that means that the AI is gonna flip over a card. A 1. Dang it. That's a silver. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play my ruse. So that means that the AI does win with a 1, unfortunately. These are both going to come back to my hand, which is nice. But mine is a 0, and they have a 1, so they are going to win here. If I only had just one more card that I could have played, I could have won both of these, sadly. But I really want to win this one, so I'm foregoing this one in order to win this one. So they're going to win this one. That means that they do gain 2 influence. So I'm going to do 2 plus 1, 2, 3. They're going to get a 5 as well. All right. So we're head to head right now. And then I think that is it. Oh no. So I just want to check one thing. All right. Cool. So the connection between this ability is only to the whatever this card is called, the resolution card. So this doesn't happen. They won there, so they gained the 2 influence, and then that is it. So we are going to move on to this one here, which we know what is going to happen. I used this, so that means that this is going to be a tie. I am going to play my 7 here, and they are going to play a 4. Heck to the yes. So that's good for me. That means that I am going to win here. So, actually 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to win here, and I'm going to gain 1 influence. And then, so I don't have anything in my hand, so I can't really do this one. And shuffle your discard pile. I don't have any discard pile. So sadly, I cannot do either of these things right now. So we're just going to move on to this one here. So we're going to do this. I am going to deploy my 5. I have a total of 15, and they have 11. They're resilient. Okay. So, good thing I did play my deploy, because they would have won by 1. But I did win here. So that means that I am going to... I'm going to do this one. So that means I am going to gain 1 influence for the reward. I'm going to gain an additional influence for having my herald there, and I get to steal an influence from the sim because their herald is also there. Heck to the yes. We got 10 influence, y'all. Nope, 11 influence. We're doing great. The AI has 6. Love this for me. Okay. Nat, you were actually right. I actually say that quite often. Love this for me. Okay. So that is everything there. I do get to move 1 card with the keyword quest to my site of power. And then the card must be revealed or from your hand. So I have nothing in my hand, but I can use one of these, which I have a quest 1. I have a quest 2, a quest 2, and a quest 1. I'm going to do my quest 1. I'm going to place that there. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with that yet, but if I get another card into here, I'll be able to pay for my special card up here, and then that will be able to be put into my hand. It does have a strength of 13, which is nice, but that is everything for that. Woohoo! Moving on to winter, we're going to resolve the Great Road. I didn't play a card here, so the AI is just going to flip. They have a 6, so they are going to draft either an item, a place. Thank goodness. Oh no, they're gonna take my hidden library. No, my library. And I'm pretty sure they are going to replace their 1 card there. Okay. Oh, shoot. Good to know. Okay. So when the AI... Where's the speaker? Oh, it's there. Oh, no. Okay. Can only occupy 2 cards. If it is at the limit, it occupies a new kingdom card. It replaces the kingdom card that is currently being occupied by the highest strength faction card. If there is multiple cards tied for strength, the occupying faction card is placed at the top. No. So I think because it says the top, this is unfortunately going to get released, which is not good. It's going to go to their discard pile. This is going to go here. This is going to be replaced with this, which doesn't matter. So that's unfortunate. But also, whenever they draft Kingdom cards, they actually get something from drafting it from there. So if it is an item, they do gain an influence. If it is a person, which they have drafted 2 people so far, you add an influence from the reserve onto the speaker, which I will see what the speaker does in a second. But if they do draft a place like they did just now, you place an influence on or from the reserve onto the rider. Okay. So the rider now has 2. Because I think that's like giving the AI something because they don't actually get to use the power of the cards. Okay, so the speaker no. Dang it. If any influence is placed on it, it moves into the court, removing any cards there. Further influence can be added to the speaker while it's in the court. Spring. It gains 1 influence based off of how many influences on the card. That's unfortunate. This guy gets kicked out. All right. This gets put into my discard pile. I don't even want to know what that person was saying in chat. We're going to move these down. Another card is going to be flipped over. Okay. Oh, that makes me sad, but that's fine. The AI is trickling behind, so we're good. We did that. Any winter actions? I do not have any winter actions. So end of the year, we're going to take back all of our stuff. So these are going to go to the reserve. Our heralds are going to come back. These are going to get taken off. The AI gets these back. Okay. And then we can choose to retire any cards. I am not going to do that. Discard any remaining cards. So this one goes back to the AI. These all are going to get discarded. Okay. And then mine, some of these have loyal, some of them do not. So I'm going to deploy, quest. This is loyal, loyal. Okay, so these are all going to my discard pile, sadly. These are going to my hand, my heir, and my ruse. And then check for a winner. I am almost there. We're getting close. And then start of the year, draw up to my hand size. So I do need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So I will say I got some pretty awesome cards this round. I got 6, 9, 10. I also got this card here, which when you place this card, you can actually decide when revealed, choose one of the following, either reinforce or retreat. So basically that means once a clash is revealed and all cards are revealed, you can decide either to retreat, take this card back, or you can decide to reinforce, which means you will take a card from your hand and place it beside this card. So it's actually you deciding what you want to play after the fact, which is kind of good. And then I also have my 5, which this art is absolutely gorgeous. Very sick, I will say. And this is the one that is vulnerable to shield, but it can eliminate X. So it can eliminate 1 card from each player. So those are the cards that I have for this round. Determine order. So because I actually have more than the AI now, I am first player, which is not amazing, I will say. So that is that. What else are we doing? That's it. So we're gonna move into spring, and I'm gonna be the first player now, so I get to actually take this, and I'm going to go here because I need to get back onto that court 100%. And then I do have one more use of this here. Should I do it? Should I do it? Oh yeah, these also get discarded. So I have maybe I add my 6 there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add my 6 there. That's gonna be my last use of this. So this goes back to here. And I can, no, I can't. I was gonna say I get more authority or influence from my authority, but I'm no longer in the court. So that is going to be everything for my spring. We are then going to move into the AI's spring, which they are going to add their herald to the battlefield. All right. Scary. And then they do have a spring action, which is they are going to gain 2 influence. So they now have 8. They get 2 influence for that. And that's everything for spring. So we move into summer, which sadly, in this case scenario where I'm first player, I now have no information of what is going to go here. So I kind of just have to hope for the best. Okay. I can't even see, like, if the AI wins a certain region, what they're gonna get. Shoot. So I'm just going to put my ruse here. I'm going to place my 9 here along with the 6. Actually, no. I'm going to place my 10 here along with the 6. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my scout report here. And I'm going to have my 5 here in hand. So what I'm going to do is once we know what the AI has in this region, I can actually decide if I want to just retreat or if I want to reinforce. And I could reinforce with the 5. And that way I'll know exactly what card I'm getting rid of. Pretty smart, eh? Pretty smart. So I'm going to put that there. And I'm also, just so I can start getting more of these, I'm going to place my 9 down here. That's that. All right. So now it is to the AI. I can additionally actually add some of my companies, but I think I'm okay for now. I'm not going to add any of them. So it is now to the AI. They are going to flip over their resolution here. All right, they're gonna do their summer actions, which is that they are gonna put these out. These are going to go to the middle. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, and then they are going to draw up to their hand limit, which is 4. So they have their 10 here, which is a gold. We have shadow, or a fog card, sorry, another gold, and a silver. So the shadow guard's going to be placed first, and then the gold we're going to shuffle, so I don't know which one is the 10. And then we're going to place the silver after that. So The shadow is going to be placed on the 2, which is here. Interesting. And then this one will go to here. This one will go to here. And then this one will go down here. All right, so that is our setup. Remember, I do have my reinforce/retreat here, so this will be interesting. I might be able to just get rid of whatever fog card that is. All right. Interesting. Okay, so that's everything for summer. I don't think there's any other summer actions, which this actually goes to me now because I am first player. And we are now going to go into autumn, which the AI, I believe, gets to put down these now since they are the last player. And they're going to go in opposite of this. So 1 is going to go last, 2 is going to go second, and 1 is going to go first. There we go. So up here, I have my 10 and my 6. So I have 16, and they have, oh God, oh no. It's a trap. No, this is not good. Come on, just let me win. When revealed, the AI draws 2 cards from its draw pile and chooses 1. So it would either be a fog, a gold, or a silver, and places it in this region. The remaining goes, okay, so I'm picking up 2, and then it's going to prioritize a fog card first, then a gold, then a silver. So let's hope, we do have a silver here. Let's hope the next one is also a silver. Oh, heck yeah. So that just means, I'm assuming I'm just gonna shuffle these 2. I just got so lucky there, not gonna lie. And we're just gonna place 1 there. And then this card is going to, the remaining goes to the discard pile. So, oh, it could have been a 3. So these are all, actually this is gonna go here. Okay, so let's see what this is. It's a 7. So I'm easily going to win. So thank God. That means that I'm going to use the castle. I'm going to gain 2 influence. Whoop whoop. Because I did have my herald there. And then I'm going to be able to move a card from here. These get discarded. Gets put off to the side. And then I get to place 1. I'm going to put my 6 up here. Like so. And then that'll be the first one. Moving on to number 2. I forget what I played here, to be completely honest. Boom. Oh, I got my ruse. So it's a 0, and then they get 10. So obviously they win. They are going to, for winning the bottom, they are going to, oh, great. Love that for me. They're going to gain 2 influence, which they're just going to get rid of 3 and grab a 5. So they are now at 10. They're going to gain 2 influence, and they are going to add a new shadow card face down at the top of the draw pile. So a new shadow card is being put into play. Not fun at all. All right. And then that is everything. Thank goodness. And we're going to go into the center here. So this is going to be fun. So this is where I played my retreat/reinforce. So let's see which card we can potentially just get rid of. Oh. Okay, well, I know exactly what I'm doing. I am going to unfortunately have to retreat because, as you guys can see, there's a shield on this card. And guess what that means? I cannot play this 5 because it is vulnerable to the shield. So if I played this right now, it would actually get eliminated. So I'm retreating. Goodbye. Peace out, homeboy. Just gonna leave now. And then they're going to win. When revealed, the player discards the top card of their draw pile. So unfortunately, I do have to discard this one, which honestly is fine because it's just a 0. But that does mean that the next time that I pick up cards from here, I am going to have to reshuffle. And this actually brings me to your... Oh, there's a specific word for this. There's a specific word for it. What is it called? Let me quickly check what it's called. Starts with an A. It's something, y'all. I don't know why I just said y'all. It is called... Can she remember? Come on, Jenna. You can remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, that's set up. Attrition. Attrition. So basically what happens with attrition is whenever you have to reshuffle your discard pile and put it back in the draw, your attrition goes down by 1. So now, unfortunately, my attrition is going to be going from a 6 down to a 5. So my hand limit is now going to be a 5 after this, which is very sad to me. But it's okay. So that is that. Of course... No. Instead, when revealed, the player draws the top 2 cards of their draw pile and looks at them. One must move to the lost pile and the other to the discard pile. Okay, so that means that this is going to have to happen now. So I'm going to have to do that. My attrition is going to have to go down. The reason I'm doing this instead is because warmongering was the keyword, and it is also on the resolution card. So we're going to have to shuffle these. This is not good. We're going to have to shuffle these. Woo! And then pick up 2 cards. Oh! No! So this one's going to unfortunately go to the lost pile. And then this one is sadly going to have to go to the discard pile. Oh, that really sucks. My frickin' 11. No. That's really unfortunate. Okay, so that was that. Because the AI is winning here, is the AI ahead in influence or player? Let's see. Or player has 0 to 1 influence? Yes, the AI gains 3. No, remove 2 from the player. No, are you freaking kidding me? So the AI just took away 2 of my influence. So that's great. Awesome. All right. So that is everything for the 3 battles. The AI, oh, I think they do gain, an influence for having their herald there. Shoot. That was like honestly the worst card to have there. Because if it was any other card, I could have been able to use my 5. And I could have been able to eliminate it and get rid of a fog card. But sadly, that is not happening anymore. So it is now winter. So we're going to resolve the Great Road. I'm going to flip these over. I have a 9. They have an 8. So I am going to be able to go first. We have the Swan Song Horn. This is going to allow me in any phase, draw a card. You may not exceed your hand limit. That would be helpful. The First Senate. +1 card or +2 cards if you have a card in the court, which I do. If you no longer occupy this card, immediately minus. Oh, this adds to my hand limit. Oh, I like that. It adds 1 to my hand limit if I don't have a card there. If I do, it adds 2 to my hand limit. So I could actually have a hand limit of 7. That's pretty good. Spring, for the rest of the round, clashes and journeys favor lower strength rather than higher. What? So long as it is above 0. Oh. Oh, dang. Do I have a lot of lower cards in my hand? I could. So this would be like a one-time thing. So this would actually switch it so that the next round it would be lower cards win instead of higher cards. Ooh, that's cool. This is choose a region or the Great Road. For the remainder of this round, opponents must place their cards face up there. All right, so their priority is going to be item, then place. Okay, so if I let them get a place, then sadly, they're going to take my spot in the court, which I do not want. So I am going to have to leave this for them. They're going to gain 2 influence for that. I think I'm going to grab the one that's going to allow me to have more in my hand limit. So this is going to protect this card here. The AI is going to grab this card. They're going to replace this one here. This 6 is going to go back here. This 8 is going to go in here. And they're going to gain 2 influence for getting an item. All right. So that is everything for winter. If I had my deploy, I could deploy that now, but I don't have it. So end of the year, I'm going to put back our heralds. Everyone in chat just like disappeared. Where did you guys go? Did you all leave me to go play BGA games with Devin? I know that's what's happening right now. I'm kidding. Okay, these are gonna go back. And then these are both gonna come back to my hand. I will actually, where did I put them? Everyone just remember, I have a hand limit of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, why did I do that? 5, 6, 7, there we go. It is getting stressful. We need the quiet. It is a bit stressful. Okay. I do have my deploy, so I could deploy that a little bit later. I have a 5, a 7, an 8. I still have my other 5, and then my 10. Okay. So I have lots of options for cards, which is great. The AI is going to get this back. This gets placed back in there. That. And then these both get put in their discard pile as well. Okay. These get discarded. Still here, Jenna, just soaking it all in, doing the very chill garden thing. All good. I do not expect you guys to chat and chat. I was just joking around. We're still here with you, just very focused on the game. I'm glad that you guys are focused on the game. That makes me happy. And it actually allows me to like focus on the game, so I'm very, very focused. All right. So, I believe that is everything. Check for a winner. The AI has 13. I have 11. So this is going to switch. So the AI is now in first. Oh boy. Okay. Got up to my hand limit. And then it is now the AI's turn to place their herald. We're going to flip over their maneuver card. They're going to place their herald in the necropolis, which is down here. All right. Thankfully, they no longer have a card in the court, so that's good. We're going to move on to my spring. So I am going to place... I wouldn't mind getting back the battlefield or just doing the harvest field. Or actually, I should be doing this. So let me go to the wilderness, actually. Because we have one quest here. If we can get 2 more quests into here, I will be able to take my other card there, and that's going to help me quite a bit. Okay. So that's good. I then get to do any spring actions, which place, heralds, and I get my authority here. I still have this card here. So I am going to... gain 2 influence. Heck yeah. We're both at 13 now. And then I can additionally do this action here, which is I can choose a region and have +2 strength. I might as well do that. Let me do that now. I'm going to do my +2 strength there. We're going to do +2 to... I either want to go here or maybe to here. I'm going to go +2 strength to this one. Because like I can place my stronger cards here. And then I can place, and maybe some more of my companies here. And then I can place and just have an additional strength there. So my goal this round is to win both of these. I might just let them win this one. I really don't care. And hopefully that will allow me to kind of push to getting close to the 20 that I need. All right. So that is my spring actions. The AI has done their spring actions. So we're going to move into summer. The AI is going to do their summer actions, which I do believe that the same as us, when the AI has to reshuffle, they do have their hand size put down, but I could be wrong. Please hold, everyone. Actually, it might be in additional things. If it ever would gain a card into its hand, it is instead placed on top of the draw pile. Why does it not tell me what happens in this situation? What if the AI runs out of cards? Please tell me. Draw cards. Once the total number of cards combined equals the Sim's hand size, stop drawing cards. This group of cards is then shuffled. I am just going to make the decision that if it runs out of cards, I'm going to assume it works the same as a typical player. So, these are going to get reshuffled. Oh, will chat. I will force chat to have fun at the punishment of banning if you don't. Could always start to be mischievous and anger Nightbot again. Oh boy. Y'all are funny. Okay, I'm going to assume that this is going to happen. The AI is going to go down. Actually, I don't think... Just to be safe, I'm going to say that the AI, and to make this not like easy on me, I think the AI just remains at a 4 hand size. I'm going to say that. Let's just say that, okay? So they've already picked up 2, and they need 1, 2. Okay. So it has 2 golds, a silver, and a fog card. We're going to shuffle these 2 golds. The fog card is, actually this is going to be revealed. The fog card is going to be placed up here. Heck no, get out of here, fog card. And then gold is going to be replaced or placed here, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so that's where they're going to place those. Their companies are going to be placed in the middle area. This is not looking good for me. We will see how this works out. Probably not in my favor, but we'll just have to see. Okay, and then the AI has no summer action, so we're gonna move on to me. All right, so I am going to shoot, this is not good. This is not good at all. I feel like I don't have enough. Okay, I'm gonna put my 8 here. That way it'll at least give me the 2 quests that I need. I really should have added more stuff, but it's fine. I will then do my reinforce / retreat here. We will see how that works out. And then I'll do my 10 here. And I think I'm gonna skip on doing the Great Road for now. I think I want to skip that. Okay. So that is going to be everything there. Any summer actions? Actually, summer actions is adding these. So just to be safe, I'm going to add both of these to here. Unfortunately, those are my last 2 companies. So in order to even place any more companies in the future, I'm going to have to get them back. But that's okay. That's okay. I still also have my 1 autumn ability, which we'll see what happens there. All right, so that is that. We're going to move into autumn. Because I am the last player, I get to choose. Do I have any bolster actions here? I do not. Let's see. Yeah, none of my current cards have bolster, which is fine. Let's just do that one right off the bat. Actually, no. Let's do this one. And then we'll do this one and then this one. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Okay, so first one is here. We're going to flip over both of these cards. I have already forgotten what I placed here, but I think it was my 10. Ooh, dang. That would have been so good if I just placed both of these down here. Dang it. Or even if I placed this here. Dang. Okay. So the AI, unfortunately, wins here. I think the AI is going to win, guys. Oh, they would have searched their discard pile, but they don't have anything. So they're just going to gain 2. So they're just going to gain, I'm going to take these 3 away, gain another 5. So the AI is currently at 15. We're getting close. They did win there. They also gain an additional 1 because their Herald is there. So that's that one. All right, moving on to number 2, which is this one. Oh God, this is not gonna be good. 7, ooh, I'm at 8. Oh no. You absolute piece of trash. You piece of trash. Are you kidding me? No. I lost, guys. Sadly, this has eliminate as a keyword, and it says eliminate one of these flag ones, or your heir, or one of the fist guys. So sadly, this is getting eliminated. No, that's so sad. Ah, dang it. So unfortunately, that one didn't have resilient or anything, I don't think. Yeah. Sadly, my plan did not play out. So they won there. Additionally, this does say warmongering. This also says warmongering. So if the AI wins the clash, place this card aside with 5 influence on it and reduce the player's hand size by 1. So I'm now at 6. And then in spring, the player must either pay 1 influence equal to the influence on this card or burn this card and then increase the player's hand size by 1 or remove. What? The player must either pay influence equal to the influence on this card to burn this card or then increase the player's and then increase the, oh, okay. So in order to get rid of this, I have to pay the hand or the influence on it. So 5 influence. So it's pretty much just making my hand size 1 lower. But that's fine. I'm not paying frickin' 5 influence. Are you kidding me? So that's going there. Because they won and my Herald was there, they get to steal one of my Heralds or one of my influences. And because they won there, they gain 1 influence. They're at 18. If they win this one, I think I'm done. And then place 1 influence onto the rider. Oh no. Oh no. So they do have 3 influence here. That unfortunately means that they're going to be able to buy this card here, which is 14. Jesus. And that goes on top. Or wait, does that go on top? I'm assuming it does. So that's going to go there. Well, this isn't great. This is not great at all. Okay, so we're going to move on to the last battle. I haven't had very good luck in this round, guys, sadly. We're going to go to this. So, mine, like I said, is my reinforce slash whatever it is. Ooh. Wait, does that mean that I can't get rid of that? But it does put this to the discard pile. Okay, so sadly, it is their heir, which is like the worst case scenario for me here. So if I do decide to reinforce, which obviously I am going to, because if I retreat, they're just going to win. So I'm going to reinforce. I am going to play my 5 here. It's vulnerable to shields. This is not a shield. So it is going to eliminate X. If the X thing here has resilient, that means that it doesn't go to the lost pile. It just goes to their discard. So that's going to go there. And I have 5, 6, 7, and they have 3. So I do win at this location. Woo! And I'm going to choose I think it'd be pointless for me to do the battlefield at this point because I don't think it's gonna last 3 more rounds. So I think I'm just gonna gain 2 influence to hope that I can get there eventually. So that is that, and that is the round. So we're going to move into this, which the AI is going to want an item first. Pretty sure they just won. They're going to want to get an item first. So they are going to get this item. This is going to replace this. And this card is going to replace this. So sadly, when they get an item, that means that they gain 2 influence. No. That means that they do have 20 at this point. So I think I should have actually taken this because you can remove 2 influence from a single player. So I could have taken away 2 influence from the AI. Dang it. No, I should have done that. I was just so worried that I was like behind and that I could like try to catch up before they got to 20. But then I forgot that they were going to get a card from the kingdom cards. No! All right, so that unfortunately means we would continue with the round. We would then go into winter, which we did the kingdom row. We would play any winter actions, and then we'd go into end of the year, which right at the end of the year, after cleaning up everything, there is a part where it says check for the winner. Unfortunately, the AI has 20 and I have 14. So that means that we do have a winner, and that is the AI. So I unfortunately lost, but I feel like I stood my own. I got 14, so I was getting there. I was getting close. I think my issue is that I just took 2 influence rather than taking away 2 influence from the AI. I should have known they were 2 influence away from winning, so I should have just taken away influence from them instead of just grabbing some for myself, but that's okay. That's okay. Anyways, friends, that is going to be everything for this stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me play the Old King's Crown. Obviously, I have been playing for, how long has this stream been going for? Like almost 3 hours? I feel like if you would play this solo without being on stream and having to like talk through all of your strategy, I think you could probably get through the solo in about 2 hours, which I feel like is a really good amount for a medium weight game. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know either in chat or down in the comments if the Old King Crown is something that you guys are interested in. I know that quite a few of you in the chat are interested in this one, so that is awesome. Fantastic stream, Jenna. Sorry about the L. All good. I'm used to it, George. Thanks, Jenna. Thank you so much for joining, James. I really appreciate it. But yeah, like I mentioned, definitely go check out the Old King's Crown on Kickstarter. A huge thank you again to Eerie Idle Games for sponsoring today's video. Congratulations on the success of your first game so far. That is absolutely wonderful. You guys did a great job. This is a prototype, I will say that right now, but it is like a very close to finish prototype, and I am just so impressed with the way that it looks and the production of it and the art. Pablo did an amazing job, so yeah. Appreciate you all coming. Great job. Melanie, thanks Jenna. Thank you so much for joining, Melanie. I appreciate it. Great job, Jenna. This game looks very good. It is a lot of fun, I will say. Thanks, Jenna. Have a good rest of your day, friends. Have a good rest of your day, friends. I am going to go and do a bunch of editing. And then Francis and I think in a few hours, are going to go get some Korean food for dinner, which I am stoked about. So have a good rest of your Friday, friends. I will be back here on Sunday for a stream of the Fox experiment. So definitely come and hang out for that as well. It'll be around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes on Sunday mornings I'm a little bit late, so if I am, I apologize. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, friends. Have a good weekend, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Bye, friends. See you later. I don't know why I just became Southern.